All right. So, grabbing the pants again. Great man. Look at them exposing their shit. Now they mad. Why you mad, bro? Don't be mad. Stop doing what y'all doing, and you won't be mad. Anyhow, so a couple of things. So before I forget, right? So I was on the bus. Again, I'm always analyzing what it is that they're doing. Expose them. So they will, introduce you to people throughout the years. Is again, okay, this program is to keep you in this state of surveillance, keep you under remote monitoring, because again, based off of experimentation, and they feel that they need to control you, and they have to control you. This is one of the fundamental aspect of the COINTELPRO program, was to destroy black leaders, and in turn, going forward, to control anyone who they deemed or fear that might unite black people, because they've done a heck of a job of dividing us. We don't practice self-love and love for each other, and the kind of self-love that we practice is not really self-love. It is toxic, it is dysfunctional, and is a detriment to our psyche as a group of people and as individuals. And they understand this, and we don't. And like I said, they understand that by keeping us, the vast majority of us, in poverty, and yes, you can go look at the facts, the numbers, okay, because it's only going to get worse for us black people. As TIs, trust me, it's been worse for us. Okay, but when you start to see in America, within the next 10 years, you start to see black people in, further down the poverty line. But they're not even thinking about that. You understand? They are not even thinking about that. Okay? Because they're in churches on Sundays, giving their hard-earned money to the pastors who's making themselves rich. And we know that there's a recession coming. We know this. Okay? All right. So anyway, you're saying about how they. So this guy, right? Same guy I'm talking about. Because my mind has just been thinking of what's going on with him, and I know. But his name, we call him House, right? That's what he said his name is. We call him House. So like I said today, it's funny that he sent me a message today. Whenever they try to send me some message about isolation and staying in the house, I noticed that whenever I'm heavily targeted like that for the past couple of times, the hand goes up again. Right? I'll get a text from this guy. So which makes me wonder, was it me, myself, my true self, that told him that he can have the equipment, or was that thought induced into my mind? And most likely based on what is happening and the behavior this guy is exhibiting, I'm more inclined to believe that that was a thought placed into my mind. I'm telling you, because the way how it seems and the way how it's going on, the way how he's acting. Like I said, I told him months ago he can come and get this equipment. He never came. Whenever they start targeting me, all of a sudden I get a text message from him. Then when things don't work out in their favor, he'll send me a text message as if, I didn't want to, I'm like, dude, I told you I was going to be home. You can come anytime. I told you that. But he will always text me after the fact. So yeah, this is what's going on. Look at these two. See, they even got their children. They even got their children participating in this shit. It's just sad. And these are black women. See, my kids would never do anything like this. I would make sure of it. And if I find out their mother got them engaging in this sort of behavior, it would be me and her. Okay? It would be one argument that she would never forget. Okay? This is what they do. And it's funny, they don't even understand. I keep saying they don't even understand, which they don't. So I'm not even going to talk about that. They just, in terms of the majority, the majority that participate in this sort of targeting, they're just, you just gotta leave them be. You understand? And I know that there are people out there who think, and that's a good thing. That is a good thing. There are people out there who understand that torture is wrong, whether it be psychologically or physical, is wrong. Brainwashing somebody without their consent is wrong. Because in particular as a black person, I know this is what they do to us. So I would never do it to somebody else. Okay? But but like I said, when you're a Negropean, and the reason why I said the word Negropean, and again, coined by Dr. Ruben Johnson, Frank Fanton had a different terminology. These are black people with a white supremacist mentality, hence his book, Black Skin, White Mask. But Negropeans are people who are black, but have a Eurocentric way of thinking, a Eurocentric way of thought, and a Eurocentric behavior towards themselves and each other. Okay? You see, what people don't quite understand is that as black people, particularly growing up in the Western Hemisphere, in the diaspora, American diaspora, is that we all are conditioned to have a mental illness, be it religion or be it through education. Because whenever that is meant to destroy you as a person, as a people, okay, at the same time you're trying to heavily integrate, which is fine, okay, but the structure of your education doesn't change to include you, except for what they want to tell you about slavery. You are not who you supposed to be. You are who they condition you to be. Okay? See, because white people, they can be in their own element. We as black people, we can't. We see this all the time. Whenever we try to be in our element, act as if we have that nonchalant, non-care attitude, like white people, particularly when it comes to interacting with law enforcement, we get a quick reality check. Okay, we get a very quick reality check. Okay, so yeah, just and there's plenty of examples of this. You can look at videos where you see white women, white men arguing with police officers, downright going into their home with other police officers interfering, coming back with AR-15 rifles and killing police officers. Okay, that's how much they're in their own element. As a black person, a cop comes run up on you and grab you, and you like, hey, what you doing? They charging you with resisting arrest, failure to comply. All these make-up shit that they do to incarcerate us and give us criminal records. But you Negropeans are too stupid to understand that. And I say the word stupid and I mean it in the most sincere way. In the most sincere way, despite the fact that you're brainwashed and you're indoctrinated with BS. Okay? Because within you, right, is your ancestors and their ancestors. And I know in each and every one of us, we have this feeling that, something is just not right. Whether it's our belief system, whether it's the system of white supremacy we're living under. But we shy away from trying to learn more because, knowledge has become the forbidden. Knowledge has become, but knowledge has always been the forbidden fruit for black people. Okay? This is why in the Bible, that tree of knowledge, or what they call the tree of life and death, okay, is understanding that when you understand the truth, you're willing to fight to change your negative circumstances and the circumstances of your people. And if that means death, so be it. Martin Luther King understood this. Malcolm X understood this. Dr. Khalid Mohammed understood this. Bob Marley understood this. Marcus Garvey understood this. Nat Turner understood this. Harriet Tubman understood this. Okay? great Pan-Africanist movement and the leaders understood this. What they have done is that they have erased that from our mindset. And with the creation of these technologies, the development of these technologies, they can do that. And worst off, let me tell you how sad it is, because it is the older black people that have done a disservice to the young black people. And this is why we continue the cycle. You know, they abandon the idea of self-sacrifice so the next generation can have a better life, because they created a crab in the barrel mentality in their mind. That's what they do. They've created a crab in the barrel mentality within their mind. So they don't want to see younger black people do better and live better, because they're not doing better and they're not living better. That's our mentality as a people. Okay?